Oh, okay. I'm live right now. Okay, cool. Let's not show that. Okay. So let me go ahead and turn off the display capture. I'm just going to make sure that everything's going good here because sometimes there's an issue. But it looks like everything's fine. So let's go ahead and go in. And this is a game called Beyond Your Window. If you were watching my last stream, I talked about it at the very end. But we're just going to see how this goes. And it looks like it's a choice-driven storytelling game. And it didn't say too much, except the general idea of the story is that it looks like it's somebody who's looking out their window and viewing other people's lives. And then you get to make choices based on what's happening around you. Let's start a new game. Oh, I guess maybe I could let the violin play out. That's okay. You're in your room. In front of you, there's a notepad. You've left some notes on the last few pages, but none of them can help you find useful ideas. They're only excerpts of concepts with no cohesion. Excerpts of concept with no cohesion. No theories at all. No feelings. Have you lost something? And if so, why? Maybe it's the lack of contact with people. Maybe observing others' lives will help you find what you're looking for. A pure and complete idea. From the window in front of you, you see numerous buildings. Different apartments for different lives. From where you are, you can see glimpses of all those existences. And on their faces, you can see the shadows of what is hunting them. Hunting them? Haunting them, probably. Ooh, the volume's kind of loud. Can I... Options... Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. And on the faces you see the shadows of what is haunting them, I'm guessing. The things they have to face in their daily lives. Maybe they think their situations are impossible to solve. As you watch them, you wonder what kind of problems they're dealing with. And what if you could fix them? Oh, is this a choice where I can click on stuff? Okay, let's look out the window. Ooh, everything on the desk changed. Ooh, I can choose it. Okay, let's look in this one. Tiny tortures. Oh, okay. This Okay, well, I'm just looking for a fun game, but we'll or not a fun game, I'm not looking for a super. Anyway, let's see where it goes. If it gets too much, then I can. A large and comfortable apartment occupied by a couple, a woman and her husband. Have you finished that book we bought last month? Oh, which book? Oh, the one with the red cover. Don't you remember it? Oh, that one. Yes, I do remember. And have you finished it then? I guess I haven't. I totally forgot about it. You forgot? Yes, I did. Why do you ask? I told you when we bought it that I want to read it. Decided that I would have it. I told you when we bought it that I wanted to read it. Decided that I would have after you, and now you forgot about it? But what's wrong with that? It's a book, not the end of the world. Relationships between a married couple are sometimes difficult. Every position taken means having the other as an opponent. Okay, can I click on things? Okay, I guess I can see what their different sides are. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, you say? Of course it isn't. I don't know what I expected from you. You're always like that. Like what? Like that how? He starts to think how stupid the situation is, how absurd it is. But still, he can't do anything about it, as frustrating as it may seem. You're careless. You never pay attention. Maybe sometimes I am, yes, but I'm trying my best. I know you're trying, but you've got to be more focused. A little more than this, at least. Of course, but... But? You're talking as if you're better than me. Why do you always have to say that? Because you make me feel like that? Okay, I need to... I hope you don't think it's intentional, at least. The point is that you can't always be the one who's judging everyone else. Life doesn't work like that. And you can? Well, no, of course, but what I'm saying is that it doesn't feel great when you're being nagged for every little thing. So should I just shut up when you do something I don't like? So what? You're giving me the silent treatment now? No, I'm not. Yeah, right. Whatever. I'm leaving, by the way. You're leaving? You don't want to talk, and I don't want to stay here and chat with myself, so I'm leaving. Okay. Maybe you should check the apartments already visited too. Interesting. Can I click on stuff on the desk? What does this do? Your father gave you this lamp. He always had a weird taste, but somehow it fits perfectly in the room. It's your favorite mug. It changes color when something hot is poured in. Oh, I remember mugs like that. Those are cool. Some tissues and a duster. You use them to erase the notes from the chalkboard on the left side of the room. Ooh, painting. Some notes on what you've seen beyond your window. The downfall of a marital breakdown with no apparent positive ending. What remains of that broken relationship after? Will they ever come back together? Will someone else be involved in the aftermath? Find out next week. This ink bottle is almost empty. Soon you'll have to buy another. Okay. Are these apartments available? Let's look in here. Running out of time. A small development studio occupies the left side of the third floor. E equals MC squared. As silent as it may seem, it's a very busy place in which work never seems to end. At this moment, the whole team is focusing on implementing new features. The concentration is intense and the schedule is tight. 1 month until the deadline. The whole team is stressed, desperately trying to mediate between an easygoing workflow and an efficient one. But every choice risks to lead them further from this balance. When you work with someone for a large amount of time, you get to recognize their feelings by the expressions on their faces. How they move, how they talk. So as the lead artist moves closer to the desk, the director instantly senses the incoming problem. Surprisingly, the lead's face is at ease, or at least a bit more than usual. There are no nervous tics on his face, a good sign. The fact he hasn't shaved for almost a month makes him look strangely better. Hey, sorry to bother you, but we received emails from 2 members of the concept art department. What happened? They decided to leave the team. Oh, what great timing. Why so suddenly? And they found new opportunities in other studios. And the project doesn't inspire them anymore. Well, that definitely is a problem. Of course, we'll close their contracts, but even two less people will create huge issues. Yes. We'll have to reschedule the workload for the department. So what should we do? Cut some features or distribute the workload on the remaining members? I don't know what features they would have. I guess cut some features. Are you sure? Oh wait. Just to reduce some features. I don't know. Anyway, won't it be a problem? We'll save some time for the development, and the department won't be stretched thin. Understood. Fine, I'll tell the others then. Good. Both in small and in bigger studios, problems with the department members are common. People leaving the team, not doing their job properly, or simply being inefficient at communicating. All of this could lead to serious and impactful problems. But people are not the only problematic element. And that, even if it's already clear to the director, becomes more obvious as the tech leader approaches. So, we have a problem. What kind of problem? One of the programmers has made some mistakes in the code, but he realized it just now. Are they easily fixable? Well, we haven't found all of them yet. It doesn't seem unsolvable, but it will take a while to fix. And he uploaded it without checking? What, is he stupid? I've already told him that. And that's just great. Of course, 1 month until the deadline, and this happens. Well, we have two options now. Fix them, but you'll have to work overtime, or leave them and try to work around the worst of it. Boy, he gets paid for overtime. Is he willing to work the overtime? Does he like getting paid for the overtime? That's something to factor into it. But I guess I'll just say the overtime for now. We can't deliver a bugged game. You know that as well. Of course, but we can't tell a particular to schedule a new date for the release. It won't happen. We can't afford it, right? Exactly. We won't gain more days. We'll have to manage the time we have and fix everything. And that sure is troublesome. Ain't it? Seated at his chair, the director continues working, silent and focused. Around him, a small number of other people look like troops of soldiers following his directions. And even though sometimes his methods may be harsh at times and the schedule is tight, the project steadily proceeds towards the deadline. Not everything has been fixed, but at least for now everything seems to be going fine. Okay. Alright, let's check this apartment here, the second one down. Heart's painful lesson. An apartment occupied by a young and lonely student. He's now immersed in the shadows of his room, looking at the darkness surrounding him. In his head, there's his girlfriend's face. He desperately misses her. He'd like to call her and tell her he's sorry about everything, that he'll try to do his best to be a better person. But he doesn't know how to say it. So, what should I say to her? Well, let's start with my intention. My intention is to bring her back to me. I think, at least. So maybe I could start with I think we should talk. Yeah, probably start off with I think we should talk rather than jumping into saying I love you. I don't know, it's a bit dramatic, but it could work. I thought you'd want to come back to me, or I'm sorry for what I've done. Very sorry. It depends on who's at fault, but I guess I'll go with this one. If she left him, then I'm guessing that he did something. The more sorry I'll sound, the better it'll be. Hi, Laura. I really need to talk to you. You know, I'm sorry for what I've done. I'm truly sorry. I wanted to know what I could do to fix all this. All this situation. To fix this situation? Yes, I like being with you. You did, huh? Of course I did. It was great. There isn't a thing I want more than to be with you. You really sound sincere. I was really angry, you know, but now... How did we come to this? Maybe we should focus on the present rather than the past. You think that? Yeah. Let's try and work this out. Do you think we can? Of course we can. There you go, there's a happy ending there. Is this one open? Nope. Okay. Are all these ones open? Just a few of them are? Let's check this one. Let's see what's in here. Heavy balloons. In this apartment lives a young girl. In a morning of boredom, she waited for a phone call. 15 minutes battery life. Let me just plug it in right now. I think it's fine. Okay, there we go. All over the walls and furniture there are signs that she's alone. That, though, is only proof of her complete freedom. Freedom to act, freedom to choose. She can do whatever she wants, spend her time however she likes while waiting. Oh, I can click on stuff. Let's look at the mirror. A shiny mirror occupies a large portion of the wall. As almost everything else, it was given to her by her parents when she decided to move. Even though it's useful, she doesn't like to stare at herself. In fact, she avoids it as much as she can. Then don't stare at it if you don't like it. She doesn't really want to, so she better not. Why have a giant mirror like this if you don't like looking at yourself? A small selection of books. Even though she loves reading, she doesn't want to fill her apartment with them. So she's bought ones that are most close to her heart and borrows the others from a library nearby. That's a good idea. Read one. Yeah, that sounds good. She takes one of the books from the shelf after debating carefully. It's a book of poetries written by Arseny Tarkovsky. I don't know that one. She opens it, searching for a specific poem. We celebrated every moment of our meetings as epiphanies. Just we two in all the world, bolder, lighter than a bird's wing. You hurtled like vertigo down the stairs, leading through moist lilac to your realm beyond the mirror. First meeting. Arseny Tarskovsky. We celebrate every moment of our meetings as epiphanies. Just we two in all the world, bolder, lighter than a bird's wing. You hurtled like vertigo down the stairs, leading through moist lilac to your realm beyond the mirror. You hurtled like vertigo down the stairs, leading through moist lilac to your realm beyond the mirror. Okay. I really love this poem. In the ashtray there's a cigarette that she was smoking a while ago. Let's leave it. She stares at that sad, unfinished cigarette for a bit, then she looks for something else to do. Anything else? What about the TV? A very old TV that her parents gifted her some time ago. The colors are pale and it doesn't receive the signal so well. But apart from that, she doesn't mind it, even though she sometimes gets bored. Turn it on. Watch something. On every channel there are only boring programs. Even though she searches for quite some time, she finds nothing truly exciting. A dusty window. Sometimes it gets stuck and it's hard to open it. Look inside. Or look outside. Outside the window she sees other buildings. Her eyes wander to other balconies and windows, and she can't help but to ask herself who lives there. How are their lives? Are they happy or sad? Can she call a friend? Look, everything in the room, even the telephone, is old. It's still not ringing. She wonders how long she'll have to wait still. To wait for a call. Yeah. Almost the bed. A noisy old bed covered with her favorite duvet and blankets. It always keeps her warm during cold days and nights. Yeah, take a nap. There's nothing to do, take a nap. As she lies down on the bed, covering herself up, she falls asleep. She doesn't know for how long, but she sleeps for quite a while. Her dreams are sweet and beautiful. But as she wakes up, she still has nothing to do. Is that it? There's only one chandelier in the room. Her father has fixed the light bulb for her. That happened months ago, and she hasn't turned the light on the whole time. Turn it on, I guess. I don't know. Oh god, too bright. She turns it off immediately. She's a creature of the night after all. guess that's everything here. An old TV with no channels to watch, or an old TV with nothing interesting. I guess it's kind of like we're flipping through the channels here, looking at the different apartments. Well, I guess if that's it, maybe I should just leave this apartment. She's tired of sleeping. Is that an oxymoron? Tired of sleeping. No, I don't think it's an oxymoron, but it is a funny one. Oh. Anything else? I guess that's it. I don't know how to leave the apartment. Oh, we can save it now, right? Yeah, let's save it. There we go. Okay. Maybe the escape button? No, this brings me here. Maybe I have to click on everything. I don't know if there's anything else to click on. There's nothing interesting to see. Oh, I guess there's something I'm missing. Like everything in the room, even the telephone is old, still not ringing. She wonders how long she'll have to wait still. Oh, okay. Do they want me to make her smoke or something? She's had her fill of knowledge for today. Yeah, I'm guessing they're gonna want me to make her smoke. Is the ashtray there? In the ashtray there is a cigarette she smoked a while ago. Smoke it. She lights it, then takes a puff. The smoke creates ribbons in the air, filling the room unhurriedly. She feels relaxed as she watches a small cloud disappear around her. I think that's everything. As almost anything else, it was given to her by her parents when she decided to move. Even though it's useful, she doesn't like to stare at herself. In fact, she avoids it as much as she can. I guess we'll have her look at it. She really doesn't like to watch her body. Maybe someday she'll make peace with it. Oh, she got a call. She answers the phone, already knowing who's calling. Hey Julie, how are you? Okay, I guess, and you? Very bored. Same here. So, listen, I thought about it quite a lot, and I really can't. I'm sorry, but I just can't. It's too much. I know we could be happy and we could be together, but I can't simply abandon everything and everyone to come live with you. Oh, I see. I'm glad you're taking it well. Look, I'm really sorry, okay? But I honestly can't bring myself to make this jump. I'm not ready. At all. So, I think it's better if we just be in silence. I'm sorry we had to do this over the phone. Well, I have to go now. Sorry. Bye. She hangs up without saying a word. There isn't much else to say. The lonely girl stands still, overcome with apathy. Now she's lonelier than before, a little sad and definitely not ready to face the situation at hand. And the boredom doesn't make things easier. But even though it's difficult and it hurts right now, there's still a future awaiting her. Even though she doesn't have the power to control and change everything in her life, there's there's still hope for in a brighter future. Whew, okay. Okay, what's the next one we go to? Is there another one, or was that all of them? That was the one we just visited. Maybe go back to the old couple, see if they give the option to redo some of the things. Sitting sadly by her side. Once someone leaves the house, someone else will be ready to occupy it. An apartment, though, always keeps the leftovers of its previous owners. It hides them, makes them invisible, and then become pale memories of the ones who lived there before, only to be caught by the eyes of those who know how and where to look. People who are able to see beyond the quietness of things. Oh, they switch places. Oh, is that another man? Looks like another man. Tired lodger. So, you're the daughters of the previous owners, right? Yes. Oh, is that the girl from downstairs? They asked me to take care of the house and help the new lodgers. Oh, I see. An awkward, embarrassing silence. It's nice to meet you, anyway. The same for me, yes. Oh, I wanted to ask you something. Yes? Your parents left some things, right? Well, yes. Could you tell me why? I mean, usually people take their things away when they move out. But your parents left a lot of important stuff. Oh, it's some sort of habit of theirs. Habit? Yes, they leave things that could be useful for others. Sometimes they leave a pen they use to sign a document in a shop, for example. Or things like that. That is sweet of them. Really? Yes, really. It's not that important if what they leave is useful or not. It's sweet because it means they care about others. What if you'll have to toss them? That would be unfortunate, but you see, the truth is that I needed exactly what they left. I had to leave many things in the place where I used to live, so now I have almost nothing. And it's the same for the person I will be living with. So what they left will be very useful to us. Oh, how mysterious. And very sad, too. There's nothing mysterious about it, really. It's what happens when you hurt someone. You break the promise made with that person and everything there just disappears. And you start falling, trying to build something new out of what you made. Of course feelings have been hurt. Of course there are broken hearts and tears and screams. Oh, I'm sorry. Every time I start talking about this, I can't seem to stop. No, please go on. Oh. Well, now that you said it, I realize it's not so easy to go on. But I'll say this. Betraying someone is painful. For both parts. But even if it is, there's still some kind of love left. I mean, you may do it for different reasons. It may be because of physical desire, boredom, or maybe to hurt intentionally. But in my case, it was only for love. I decided to follow that feeling. So here I am now, a tired poet with a broken history, and a new beginning in front of me. Ah, that must be painful. Yes, it is. But as long as love is still in my life, I can overcome the pain. Feeling better as long as there is love. Thinking about it, the lonely girl realized that love is still there for her too. love for her family, love for herself, love for life itself. The apartment door suddenly opens. A young girl enters and watches them with a large, surprised smile. "Oh, you're here finally. Sorry I'm late. There was a lot of traffic." "And you are?" "The previous owner's daughter. Nice to meet you." "She lives downstairs, so she came here to say hi. I made some tea for you too. Take it." "Thanks a lot." "Has he already said thank you at least 10 times for coming here?" "Hey, that's not true." I tried to restrain myself. Don't worry. He was very gentle. And that's good, but he always thinks and excuses himself too much. I think it was necessary to tell her all that. "Oh, you're right. I'm sorry." The lonely girl finishes her tea and smiles. The silence surrounding them is rapidly becoming a little more embarrassing. "Listen, why don't you stay with us for dinner?" "Oh, no, don't worry, please. I have to go now anyway." "No problem. Another day, right?" "That would be splendid." "Well then, you can come here whenever you want." "Thanks. You're both very kind. It was very nice meeting you." And so she says hi and leaves. As she goes down the stairs, she starts thinking about how beautiful that couple was. And the words of a poem she listened a long time ago flow through her mind. It sounded like, "Love is eternal. Here rests for a time." Perhaps the dead lie happily in the well-tended plots, or perhaps they prefer the forgotten overgrown corners. Perhaps they prefer their names obliterated by time and the weather, or perhaps not. Thinking about it, she instantly understands that as the poem's author, she should leave. Is it the same? Are the same stories going to continue? How's the studio doing? Road ahead. Silence and concentration linger in the meeting room. Everyone's gazes wander. They jump from face to face inconsistently. Nobody speaks as they're all waiting for the director to say something. But he's still thinking. He's searching for his big catch in a stormy ocean of ideas. He knows it's in there somewhere, waiting for him, hidden in the darkness, deep into the mind's abyss. And then suddenly, a young girl decides to talk. She's been with the team for less than 3 months, but has already shown how skilled she is. So the director and everyone else listen, focusing on every word. Is there really something wrong with a game entirely set in an apartment? I mean, why don't we try it out anyway? I don't think we'll solve anything by sitting here waiting for better ideas to come out. We already have references worked out. And the market analysis seems pretty clear when it comes to survival horrors. So I think we should do it. It's an interesting idea and has enough work cut out for each department. The director seems happy, and so is everyone on the team. He's still thinking about the idea, as he's not entirely convinced about it. The previous game has already been finished, so it's now time to decide what to do next. There are some concepts and mechanics the team wants to explore, but are they all worth the effort? The whole team is obviously concerned about the budget the game will need, but mostly the game's profit and when it will launch. Could a game like this work well? Will someone accept and finance the idea? It really is a great idea. After all, each one of us has a different life and interesting stories to tell. Our experiences could grant solidity and strength to the game's theme. But there is the financial aspect, and we can't just jump ahead without thinking about it in detail. A horror game? I think you're right about it being probably the right project for us. We always had that in mind in our previous works, but we never took the dive. But, are we sure about it? I mean, would someone be really interested in something like that? Not that I don't like it, I do, but I'm worried. Could we really make something interesting with that genre? We never tried to go full horror with any project before, so I don't know, I'm afraid we should stick to our comfort zone. Just let the timer run out. I guess you really don't want to talk then. No, wait, what? When did this jump to the student? She instantly hangs up. The student only had the time to hear the sound of her muffled crying. Oh, did it just jump from... I think maybe it just jumped down. I guess all the stories are kind of progressing somehow. I don't know how far it's gonna go, but maybe check every place. I've checked every place twice. Well, except for I haven't checked the student's place again. I guess let's check on the student, see what's going on there. Everything is wrong. It's early morning. The young student's wailing is so strong that even people on the street can hear him. Listen, I know you feel bad, but don't you think you're exaggerating? Me? Exaggerating? How could you say something like that? You know exactly how much Laura means to me. Yes, of course, but how can you understand me? You've never been with a girl after all. Hey, I don't think that was necessary. She meant the world to me. Don't you get it? The entire world. And now she's gone. Forever. Do you know how long is forever? Oh, I know. I'm only telling you to calm down a little. You don't get it then. Calm down. How could I ever calm down? I miss her so much. I miss her face, the birthmark on her left arm. I miss the way she snuggled against me at night. Okay, that's enough. Don't get into the details, please. What, aren't you here to listen to me? And to comfort me? I am, but you always end up telling me things I don't want to hear. Oh, poor me. Even my friends don't want to listen to me. Just like Laura did. Jeez, you were really something, huh? Oh, Laura. Where are you? Where the hell are you? Come back. I won't live without you. Come back to me. Please. I'm so lost. Maybe he's too young to know about true suffering. Maybe there's more going on. Maybe there's more going on for that student, and he's just putting all of his stress into the idea of one person to make it all an easy bow to tie up his life. Okay, anyway. Or maybe he's too childish to accept the end of their love. Still, Laura certainly won't come back, because that's how things go. Now kind of look at different people's lives. Studio looks like they have it rough. Married couples kind of have their own thing separate from everything else that's going on. The lonely girl probably has the best life. She's just bored, doesn't have a lot to do, looking for something to do, but she probably has the best life of all of them. And the student who's desperately calling out for his loved one to come back. He's probably the one who has the worst of it. But, like his girlfriend said, sometimes it's best to leave the past in the past. I wonder how the one girl's doing. The lonely girl is back now, but she's sleeping. Oh, okay. I wonder if that's the end of all the storylines. The new lodgers are watching the sunset while drinking tea silently. Oh, the studio has another one. Road ahead. Silence and concentration linger in the meeting room. Everyone's gazes wander. They jump from face to face inconsistently. Nobody speaks as they're all waiting for the director to say something. But he's still thinking. He's searching for his big catch in the stormy... Oh, we already did all this, didn't we? He knows it's in there somewhere waiting for him. Yeah, we already did all this. Oh, but I guess I didn't finish the line because I chose the wrong option, or it glitched or something. I don't know. Let's just skip ahead to that choice and choose it and see what happens. Take the risk. I know what you mean. That fear is completely logical, but sometimes it's better to try harder and do something different. Our team is already well balanced. Even though we're known by many people, publishers, and other development studios. If we decide to make something entirely new, we could still fail. But that could happen even with the project similar to what we've made, similar to what we've already made. Sticking to our comfort zone won't mean that we'll keep making good projects. It only means that we'll keep on making the same kind of games. But if we focus more on what we can do and want to say to players, and on how we can do that with a new game, then we'll make something that, at least for us, will mean something. And if we make something meaningful for us, then we'll never be in the wrong. Is it a risk for the entire team? Of course it is. But thinking about it, I don't see why we should not follow this idea. I think she's right and we should do it. Okay. Beyond your window, you've seen glimpses of different lives, each with different situations, different problems, and different approaches. Now your notebook is filled with notes on each of those lives. Some are more authentic, others may be more unbelievable. Yet all of them share something, a hidden perspective in the lives of people all around us. Answers to questions you couldn't form that reveal more about them. And maybe about yourself too. What if you could ask those questions? What if you were able to learn what truly matters? Who are you? Or what do you most wish for? I think I'm still looking for something. I'm looking for a project that could get me to the knowledge I need. Knowing about the world around me, the people that inhabit it, about my own true self. I hope I'll find it soon. But in the meanwhile, we all try to jump from project to project. And everyone in the team finds their own answers on the way. So hopefully one day I'll be able to find mine. Who are you? I'm the director of an independent video game development team. It's a pretty small team, but we're all proud of it. Oh, we get to learn about the different people. What do you most wish for? What do I most wish for? I guess I wish to be less insecure. Insecure about my own abilities and work. I do better if I'm in an environment in which people tell me what they think about what I do. I do better if I'm in an environment in which people tell me what they think about what I do. If they like my work or they think there are things that should be fixed. But it's a little restraining. I constantly need feedbacks, so it's just difficult. Who are you? I work as a lead artist in a small development studio. Sometimes the work is tiring, but it's also very rewarding. Who are you? Just tech lead in a development studio. We make interesting games, and my job is to ensure that they properly work. And what do you most wish for? I just wish for the same thing as many others. A calm and comfortable life with a career that would suit me. But in the end, things are good as they are. The people I work with are nice, and the director is a good friend. So I can't complain. And after all, I don't know if I have the motivation to be a big shot in the industry. So for now, I'll just stay here and enjoy whatever comes. Ooh, who's this person? Who are you? I'm a game design intern in a small studio. It's very exciting, since I always wanted to work there. Cool. What do you most wish for? I'm not sure about it, but for now I just want to do what I like. My only desire is to be able to make games that could be an experience, rather than pure entertainment. Oh, I like that. Is this the lady from the married couple? What do you most wish for? I wish my husband would pay more attention to things. He's a good man, but sometimes he just gets lost. And so he forgets about what truly matters in life. Love and family is what ties us all together. Who are you? I work as a nurse at a small clinic. Who are you? Just an average comic book artist. And that's the husband. And what do you most wish for? Oh, something very simple. I'd just like to be able to stop drawing and retire. I've done the same thing for so long that I think I forgot how it feels like to live. And I want to focus more on my family. So I guess it's a wife who wants her husband to be more involved in things, and husband who works to just looking to retire. So I guess those two things kind of conflict with each other. Who are you? I'm a university student. Currently I'm studying foreign languages. And what do you most wish for? I would like to love and be loved back. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good wish. That's a good thing to want. That's the most important thing for me. I don't remember this person. Is this the lodger's fiance? Who are you? Oh, Julie, this is the girlfriend. I'm a graduate in art. With a specialization in theater. At the moment, I'm looking for a job. And what do you most wish for? I think that what I would most wish for is for people to be less pressing when it comes to relationships. I don't want my life to be dictated by someone other than myself. Everyone lives at their own pace, after all. I think we all need space to grow. And for someone to grow, they need to be nurtured with patience and care. I just barely started an online art course. And I found a job just the other day that I'm going to start working soon. Who are you? A teacher. And well, in my free time I try to write poems. And what do you most wish for? For people to understand what to love truly means. Most of us think that love is set in stone. They almost expect it. But that's not true. Love can mutate, change, grow, and die. We can't predict it, just like we can't predict a storm. Love can be a destructive force, or the strongest meaning in one's life. Oh, and I also wish I could be less tired. Yeah, love's complicated. A person can say that they want love, but what one person considers to be love, another person might consider love to be something completely different. So, I suppose that's something that needs to... I don't know. What true love is just depends on the person. So, maybe another way to put that is to say I want someone else to understand what my perception of true love is, and to be able to receive what I feel is true love from somebody that I love in the way that they feel that true love is. And to find someone who the way that both people love works together. Who are you? Well, I'm a young novelist. And what do you wish for? I wish that me and my fiancée could be together without worrying about what others think. This relationship has caused many troubles. So it's painful to see that even now that we're finally together, things haven't changed. All I want is to be able to go out with him without feeling bad about it. I mean, if the first thing that came to her mind is her relationship, that shows that she cares about the relationship a lot. Who are you? A university student. I'm into loving rather than studying, but I want to be a doctor. And what do you most wish for? I wish to be able to spend all my life with Laura and not be alone anymore. A simple desire. Not so simple. Wanting to spend your entire life revolved around a single person. Who are you? A marketing student. I love to travel, so my objective is to open a travel agency. And what do you most wish for? And what I most wish for? I guess it's for hope. I guess it's for people to take sentimental affairs more seriously. I'm tired of selfish people. There must be more consideration of each other's feelings in friendship, love, or affairs between individuals in general. And that one. Maybe it's like she's saying that she's had a life that's revolved around money and unrealistic expectations or something. Maybe she just wants the sentiment behind what she does to be appreciated more than the value that can be paid for what she does. Who are you? I'm a mathematics student. Nothing very interesting. And what do you most wish for? I wish I could sleep without my best friend calling me in the middle of the night. He's always worried because of his relationship with his girlfriend. And when something's wrong, he doesn't consider at all other people's feelings. Or if they're doing something. Who are you? And what do you most wish for? What is this music? Hoorah! Ending song. Remix version of Beware by the Death Grips. It's Special thanks to all playtesters and our supporters. And in loving memory of Krzysztof Kiełowski. Solitude. Alright, that was Beyond Your Window. I enjoyed that game. I thought it was very sentimental, and I think it did a great job of giving a look through the window of different people's lives. Then and I think I learned some things from playing the game as well. Let's see if I can take those lessons and actually practice them. But I really enjoyed this game. I hope you guys enjoyed this game as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you all have a great night. And yeah, I hope you all have a wonderful night. And until next time, remember, share the love, and remember to enjoy your life. Find happiness in the little things that you can. All right. I'm trying to say something. But yeah, just try to enjoy your life. Alright, well, I won't keep you guys here, but thank you guys for watching. Alright, have a great week. Have a great day. Bye.